Hello to all my Tingle fans, and welcome back to Only Tingles ASMR. Today's going to be a soft-spoken video today. I got a request to do that recently. Historically, I've only done whisper videos on this channel, so let me know what you guys think on the soft-spoken. I'm happy to do more of these if everyone likes them. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff as well. Definitely comment though and let me know if you're enjoying these soft-spoken. So today, we're going to pick back up on our Cluedle. We had started, 5 or 6 videos ago, and did a couple of the first few puzzles. It's kind of fun. It's similar to the Myrtles, except it's like way more varied in the different types of puzzles and whatnot that we'll have to do. I also have a new bag of hard candies here, so we'll do some hard candy mouse sounds as well. Yeah, I'm going to just jump right into the video. Let me open this away from the camera. This bag's a little harder to open than I thought. The video for a second to go cut this open. Okay, you finally got the bag open here. Candy going. Okay, let's pick back up where we left off. I think we left off on trying to figure out who may have stolen the dog. Yeah. So we have their names here: Mavis Bold, Fred Little, Morris Norris, and Hector Brown. We've done a couple different tasks to figure this out. Okay. Task 4. The next important piece of the puzzle comes from a photograph of the crime scene. It shows the pole that Dave was tied to. From this photograph, what can you see that may have been used to subdue yappy little Dave so he didn't raise the alarm? Fred Little sold the item that distracted Dave. I think it's a hat. I can't really tell what that is. There's like a wheelbarrow there, but I think that's a hat. What did Fred Little have? Oh, hot dog. Hot dog. I don't see a hot dog in this picture unless I'm blind. I'm just gonna write hot dog because that's what Fred Little sold, but I certainly don't see a hot dog here. Okay. Let me just double check and make sure that's right. Yeah, it's a hot dog. That doesn't look like a hot dog to me. It certainly doesn't look like a hot dog, but okay. Knowing what was used to keep Dave quiet, look back through the witness statements to determine which of the four suspects could have been in possession of the hot dog you spotted in the photo. Okay. Well, Fred Little for sure, because Fred Little sold the hot dogs, so he had to have been in possession. I think he said Hector Brown. Hector Brown took over at some point to help Fred Little, so Hector Brown could have also had a hot dog. What about Mavis Bold? On my way back from the hot dog van, Mavis Bold, so she could have. So then it must be Morris Norris. That couldn't have. Yeah, I think it's Morris Norris, but let me just double check the back as well. Yeah, it was Morris Norris. Okay. Please forgive my terrible handwriting. Okay. Now you need to deduce how the perpetrator managed to cut Dave's leash. Once you have read the evidence, fill in the chart on the next page. We're looking for a blade that would leave a neat zigzag cut. Hector Brown was seen using a handsaw to help him put up the tent. Cake knives wouldn't do it. Were handled by Father Barnaby, Mavis Bold, Fred Little, and Diane Collins. I feel like it was Hector Brown, but maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves because he's a handsaw. That would have been like a zigzag cut. Fred Little and Hector Brown each used a kitchen knife to cut apart strings of houses. Kitchen knife, maybe. All the ladies of the WA Women's Association used pinking shears to cut quilt squares during the demonstration. Morris Norris has angled shears in his medical bag to cut bandages. Gavin Finkelbottom was seen using gardening clippers to cut the twine that he used to keep his enormous squash in place. Interesting. Based on what you know about who had access to which tools, write the appropriate name or names under each item. Handsaw would be Hector Brown. That's one. Who had cake knives? Cake knives, 1, 2, 3, 4. Father Barnaby. I'll just put their initials. No, that's fine. Let's write it out. Father Barnaby. Mavis Bold, Fred Little. Mavis Bold. Fred Little. And Diane Collins. It's not a big C, but it's okay. Get another hard candy real quick. Fred Little and Hector Brown. Pinking shears. All of the ladies. Over all the ladies. Diane Collins, Mavis Bold, I think it's just Diane Collins and Mavis Bold. Angled shears, Morris Norris. Gavin Finkelbottom. Gavin Finkelbottom. Okay. It is accusation time. You should be able to deduce from your final three suspects who had the blade that cut Dave's leash. Well, I feel like Mavis Bold couldn't have done it with a cake knife, but maybe with the pinking shears. Fred Little couldn't have done it with the cake knife or the kitchen knife, I don't think. I don't think it was Fred Little. Hector Brown, I think, is the one. He could have used a handsaw, kitchen knife. He also worked at the hot dog stand. I feel like it's got to be Hector Brown. Think about what the resulting cut from each blade would look like. I don't think pinking shears would do it. It's got to be a handsaw, right? A zigzag cut. I mean, I guess that could be a zigzag cut, huh? Pinking shears? Damn, maybe it was Mavis Bold. Yeah, I think it was Mavis Bold. Let me take a look. I'll look in the back and see, but I do think now it's Mavis Bold. Yeah, Mavis Bold. I was leaning Hector B, but I guess this is more of a zigzag cut, right? Versus a hand, so it would be more of a straight cut. Okay. Mavis Bold. I don't know what notes I would need to write here. Mavis Bold. Jolly good show, super sleuth. You wouldn't have suspected a person of such standing to be involved in pup napping, which is why it's important for a detective to always keep an open mind. Mavis was at the festival at the time, but not watching the vegetable competition, so had opportunity. She also visited the hot dog stand with the other Women's Association ladies. Her pinking shears are the only blade that could leave the neat zigzag cut we saw in the evidence photo of the leash. So why did she do it? It seems most out of character, as is often the case. One crime will lead to another. I think you need to dig a little deeper, detective. And so onward to case 2, misbehaving Mavis. Okay. Let's move to the next case. Case 1 solved. Under the staggering weight of your evidence, Mavis immediately buckled and confessed to stealing Dave. She returned the pup to a grateful Ivana soon after the confession. The reason for her crime, however, remains a mystery, one which I am confident you can solve. Here's a transcript of her confession to the police. I'm afraid it is not a lot to go on. Evidence log 1. I had to do it. I didn't mean Dave any harm. In fact, he very much enjoyed his time with me watching reruns of Doctor Who. But I had every intention of giving him back, once Yvonne had given me what I wanted. Interesting. What did she want? Mavis babbled incoherently a bit about an alibi, an apology, and some money, but became tight-lipped after that. She seemed quite nervous when pressed. A search of Mavis's bag uncovered a note addressed to her. Mavis bold. The Church of St. Dingleby's was erected in the year 1865 for the parish of Dumpleton, and then a bunch of random numbers, which I would guess is a code. Yeah, which I think we have a code thing here, but some kind of code. Rather baffling, don't you think? Why would anyone write to tell Mavis when St. Dingleby's was erected? The numbers below the message about the church must be some sort of code. I don't know if you could hear Penny there. That was pretty funny. We need to crack it to determine what it says. On the back of the note, there's a cipher grid. If you complete it, you should be able to replace the numbers in brackets with letters. Perhaps the message about St. Dinglesby will help you fill out the grid. Write the message to Mavis in the grid. One letter per box, no spaces or punctuation. Then add the remaining numbers to the grid. Ah, I see. So all the missing numbers correlate with the different letters. Okay. This church of Saint. Do we have to put the period? I don't think so. Dinglebys. Yeah, okay, no period. Bees was erected in the year 1865 for the parish of Dumpleton. Okay, so we have the cipher, and now we have to do 78, 77, 75, 74, 72, 68, 67, 66, 64, 63, 62, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53. Oh, this is unnecessary. All this writing. 52, 51, 50, 40, 49, 48, 47, 46, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. I don't think I even need all these. Why am I doing all these? Whatever. 28, 27, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 20. I feel like they could have given me some more numbers here. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Took way too long, but that's okay. Got me there hard, baby. So the note said 61 is Y, 72 is O, and 76 is U. So the first word is U. 79, S, 82, T, 58, A, U, 75, U star, 69, U started, I'm guessing started, 63 is E, 68 is D, yeah, U started. 52, 77, 56. I guess war. No. T. Oh, the 77. TH, yeah. 56. E. You started the. 71. F. 80 is I. 55. R. Fire. Oh, fire. 54. Fire. You started the fire. Interesting. Period. 65, 51, 47. G. 51. E. 47. T. Get. Maybe get out. Let's see. Get. 36. T. 73. H. Oh, the. We have E at the. Get the. 27. F. 64. I. 44. Y. F-I-Y. F-I-Y. 57. F-Y-I-I. Hold on, let me start this again. Go one by one because this word is weird. F. 64 is I. 44 is Y. 44 is Y. 67 is I. What is this word? 66 is N. 38 is G. Defying. Get defying. That is not a word. I must have done something wrong. Oh, that's an L. Dude, get the flying. Got the flying. Can't read my own handwriting. That's how bad it is, guys. Get the flying. 65. G. 22. O. 42. A. 29. G. Get the flying. Get the flying goat. Get the flying. Goat. 10. F. 11. O. 41. R. 4. Get the flying goat. 4. Or 7. M. And then 28 is probably for my. Get the flying goat for my. 70. S. 49. I think that's an I. Discharge on St. Was erected in, yeah, it's an I, okay. 70 was what? S. 49 E. Come on, 70. This is small. 70 is S. 49 is I. That's I. That's I. 49 5. That's an L. 43. E. Oh, maybe for my silence. 48. N. 78. C. 40. E. Yeah, for my silence. Interesting. He started the fire. Get the flying goat for my silence. Curious. Curious. It looks like someone is blackmailing Mavis Bold. Whoever wrote the note appears to believe that Mavis is responsible for a fire, and Mavis was willing to pupnap Davis ransom to keep them quiet. But what has this got to do with the flying goat, and not just a flying goat, but the flying goat? It's a great question. Okay. Let's let me do one more. We'll finish this one, and then we'll pick it up on another video. Mavis is no longer talking, but we need to deduce what the flying goat refers to. To discover what Mavis wanted from Ivana, find out which listed word is missing from the word search below. Often as a detective, you need to be attuned not only to what is there in front of you, but also what is not. The words may appear forward, backward, up, down. Okay, so let's, I already see one right off the bat. Contract. So we'll just do all these. Let's see, alibi, alibi, alibi. Alibi. See if we can find apology. Where's confession? Confession, confession, confession. Oops. Jules. Jays. Looking for J, looking for J. Jules. Okay, we gotta find keys. Look for K, K. Keys. Money. Where's money? I wonder if it's gonna be vase because they assume everyone's just gonna go from the first to the end, and then we're gonna get all these and then not have vase. Painting, painting, or maybe it's painting. I think it's gonna be the painting. Property. Here's property. Solve. Solve, solve, solve. Statue. Statue. See if we can find vase. It's gonna end up being the painting, I think. character's face, which leaves us with the painting. The missing item that Mavis wanted was a painting of some sort. Could that be what the flying goat is? That may explain why Mavis tried to nap Dave from Ivana. After all, Ivana is the owner of the local art gallery, so she would have access to any piece of art that Mavis may be after. I see. Maybe she was upset because Ivana went and bought the piece of art that Mavis was bidding on. Let's just check to make sure we got the right answer here. Yeah, it's the painting. Okay. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know how you guys like the soft-spoken versus the whispers. This is, again, my first time doing the soft-spoken. I got a request, so I wanted to do one. I've thought about doing it for a while, too, so let me know what you guys think. As always, I hope this gave you all great tingles, and we'll see you on the next video.